This is my latest. This is the best collar to front join I've had so far. There's no lumpiness, there's no stiffness, there's no ridge. Now this is the contiguous raglan marriage, the short row shaped back. Let me see if I can show you how I got there. I do have one thing I want to say. Can you see the two sides, the raglan front and back are a little bit different? I started this a row late. I did one whole row of back shaping front connection before I started the back raglan, and you can see it comes to right here. The front raglan I started, now look at that, this is interesting. You see I have a little tiny bit of a pucker there, so that's telling me when I'm doing a full shoulder and I am not, you know, if you were going to do like a boat neck or a jewel neck, you'd start your collar, your raglan would start here, but if you're doing one that has a stand-up collar like this one is, you're starting, and that gives a little bit of a pucker, so I'm gonna bear that in mind in future, that I need to not start that front raglan for one whole row. So let me see if I can show you how I got this. Okay, let's see if I can explain to you what I'm doing. This is my normal setup for contiguous raglan when I'm doing a small stand-up collar. If I were doing ribbing that laid flat on the chest, on the shoulder and chest, my two outside markers would be out quite a bit farther because the neckline would be bigger. So for this demonstration, I'm doing a tight to the shoulder setup. This is my center back. I have the front marked, so you'll, and I don't turn my work, so you'll be always be able to tell where the front is. I have the back marker placed, 2 stitches, and then the center shoulder marker and 2 stitches in the front raglan. For the first row, I haven't done any increases at all. For the first row, all I'm going to do is a shadow wrap turn in the stitch. Do you see that is the stitch just beyond the marker? I'm going to do my shadow wrap turn here, slip it to the other needle. Now I purposely slip the stitch to the other needle so that my wrap is on the back side, is on the side away from the direction I'm going to be going, and I'll show you why I do that when I come back. Slip the shoulder marker, knit to one past the center shoulder marker, the contiguous marker, increase. This is first increase row. Slip the back marker. Now normally here I would increase, but I'm not going to this time. This is the one I'm doing the German short row turn. That's a standard German short row turn. I know I do it a little bit differently, but that is the standard German short row. Stitch to pass the shoulder marker, 1 stitch. I'm going to do my increase, my lifted increase. Slip the front marker. Now I have already done my first row, so I'm going to do my increase. Now this is how I do the join for a pre-knit collar. Make sure the next stitch on the needle, the first single stitch, is leading leg in front, and slip that one, pass that stitch over the top of the end of your increase row, or the end of your short row. Knit those two together, slip the next stitch, do your shadow wrap turn, helps if I do it in the right direction, slip it back over. Now this is the same every single row that you're joining the collar. Knit one stitch past your center shoulder marker. Increase. Now this is my first increase for my back raglan. Knit the German short row stitch, do German short row in the neck excuse me, in the next stitch, turn, knit past the center shoulder marker one stitch, increase, slip the front marker, increase, there's my shadow wrap. Make sure the leading leg for the next stitch is in front, pass it over the shadow wrap, knit those two together, slip, I've got a split stitch there, slip the next stitch, shadow wrap, slip it back, here we are, we're coming up on the, see this is our shoulder, center shoulder. We're going to knit one past the center shoulder, do our increase. Now this is our third German short row turn, and the first two were right against each other. This one is going to be one stitch away, so we knit the German short row turn, we knit one, and we do German short row turn on the next stitch. Knit one stitch past the center shoulder marker, there's our center shoulder marker, there's one stitch beyond, increase, knit to the front raglan marker, slip the marker, increase, knit to the shadow wrap, slip it, make sure the next stitch is leading leg in front, pass that stitch over the shadow wrap, and then knit those two together, slip, create your shadow wrap, and back we go. This is our last back neck shaping row. We're going to knit. Did we do our last one already? Now I'm confused and I can't remember. I'll have to look. Okay, here's our shoulder. Knit one, increase, back, raglan, increase. Now if I look at the back, it tells me I did it right there. So we knit. This is our last one. We're going to knit two and do our last short row turn for the back neck shaping. Knit that. Knit two. Do our final German short row turn. I have a split stitch right there. There we go. Back raglan marker. Center shoulder marker, knit one, increase, front raglan marker, increase, I think I'm getting tired. Alright, we're going to slip this one. We're going to put that one leading leg in front. We're going to pass it over the shadow wrap. We're going to knit the shadow wrap and the original stitch together. And slip, shadow wrap, slip. Now, if we were doing, instead of just one shoulder, we were doing an entire garment, this is the row that would knit all the way across and come back and do all of this on the other shoulder so the shoulders matched. Knit one, increase, increase. Now this is the one where we knit all the way across. We're done with the back neck shaping. And there it is. There's the back neck shaping. See how nice that looks? Really looks nice. And the front, look how beautiful that joins it. It doesn't distort anything. This won't work on anything but a V-neck or a V-neck that's got a flat bottom. But this is beautiful. It's not lumpy, bumpy, curly. It lays flat. It looks beautiful.